Washington, Democrats will officially take control of the Senate Wednesday afternoon after two of their newest members, Georgia's Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff, are sworn in. Warnock and Ossoff are set to be sworn in late Wednesday afternoon, according to a Senate source who was unauthorized to speak publicly about the plans. The two new Democrats will give the chamber a 50-50 split, which effectively would give Democrats the majority because Vice President-elect Kamala Harris would be the tie-breaking vote. They're set to be sworn in after Joe Biden and Harris take their oaths of office as the new president and vice president. Harris, who resigned from her Senate seat this week, is set to be replaced by Democrat Alex Padilla. He will also be sworn in on Wednesday, the source added. Harris will swear in the three new senators around 4:30 p.m. EST. One of her first official duties as vice president. Joe Biden ran on bringing back normalcy. With COVID, riots and a looming impeachment trial, that task just got tougher. Ossoff, who unseated Republican David Perdue, plans to be sworn in using a book of Hebrew scripture. His office says the book was once owned by Rabbi Jacob Rothschild, a civil rights leader who led Atlanta's oldest and the most prominent Jewish synagogue known as the Temple. Once sworn in, 33-year-old Ossoff will become the youngest member of the Senate since then. U.S. Senator Joe Biden and the first Jewish person to serve the state of Georgia in the U.S. Senate. Warnock will similarly make history. The pastor, who served at the historic Ebenezer Baptist Church, where Martin Luther King Jr. served before his assassination, will be the first black senator to represent Georgia and the 11th black senator in U.S. history. The Democratic lean will allow Senator Chuck Schumer, D.N.Y., to become the chamber's new majority leader after serving 4 years as the minority leader. Schumer has already outlined a clear agenda for the chamber, starting with three major priorities: approving Biden's cabinet nominees, passing additional COVID-19 relief, and President Donald Trump's impeachment trial. The New York Democrat has also made addressing college debt, immigration reform, voting rights and climate change centerpieces of the chamber's agenda over the next Congress. While Democrats will control the Senate, House, and White House, the margins are so slim that far-reaching legislation isn't likely to pass in Biden's first years in office. The House lost more than a dozen seats in the last election, leaving them currently with only a 3-seat majority. There are 3 vacancies currently in the House, at least one of which is a safe Democratic district. Trump farewell address. Trump stresses record, condemns Capitol riot, does not name Biden. The Senate is in a similar situation with its 50-50 split. Schumer on Tuesday met with Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, RKY, about a power-sharing agreement since the chamber will be split down the middle. McConnell will become minority leader. The last time the Senate saw a 50-50 split was in 2001 when George W. Bush was president. Then, Republicans and Democrats forged an agreement that, among other things, called for both parties to come to compromises on their Senate schedule and had an equal number of senators from each party on committees. After the meeting, Schumer, who is set to be named majority leader, indicated support for a similar agreement. Leader Schumer expressed that the fairest, most reasonable and easiest path forward is to adopt the 2001 bipartisan agreement without extraneous changes from either side. Justin Goodman, a spokesman for Schumer, said after the meeting, "A vice president like no other, Kamala Harris steps into VP role with unique strengths and unique challenges.